welcome to your messages for the week. Today is Saturday, the 20th of April, 2024, and I am your card reader for this session, and my name is Deborah Jane Sutton. You can find out more about me and the things that I do from my website, deborahjanesutton.com, or from this YouTube channel. So have a good browse around because there's lots on here. So what's going on at the moment? The first thing I want to share is I have one space left on my Learn to Read Tarot course. It's starting on the 20th of May. So yeah, get in touch if you want that place. It's 4 weeks, 4 weekly sessions, quite lengthy, intensive, of course, but I'm going to be sharing everything I know about tarot and helping you tune into your own unique way of reading tarot for yourself. So one place left. There's a link in the description to my website, so deborahjanesutton.com. So take a look at the details and get in touch if you want to join us. There's a beautiful group together already, so I'm really looking forward to that. And the other thing happening this week is we're moving into Taurus. We're moving into the sign of Taurus, which of course is an earth sign. And the way I'm seeing it is the energy of Aries and the energy of April that we've had so far is like the pioneer. I keep using the word pioneer because we're creating heaven on earth. Oh, that was the messages for the month of April. So if you haven't already seen them, link in the description to those as well, because I called them giving birth to heaven on earth. And that's what we're doing, and we're pioneers at doing it because it hasn't been done before, right? So that pioneer energy, and I'm seeing it all around me. It's beautiful. People being inspired and people being passionate, and it's almost like people just can't hold themselves back anymore. And it's just like, I want to do this, I want to try this, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, but it's just that energy. It's like that fire energy of Aries. And that passion of Aries and that boldness and courageousness, the courage of Aries, and not caring what other people think. That's a big one. When you understand that everyone outside of you is a reflection of a part of you, if anyone is doubting you or not approving of you, then you know that there's a little part of you that's still doubting you and not approving of you, which is fine because we've been so programmed, and we've always wanted seek approval from people. So it's okay that there's a part of us still wanting to do that. But when we understand that everyone is reflecting a part of us, when we're confident and we just go for it, everybody else will be supportive. And I think that's a really important point. So what I'm seeing happening this week is that all that inspiration and energy is now being brought down to earth because Taurus is an earth sign, and the earth signs are very practical. They're very material. They're bringing things down to earth, quite literally. So it's like taking your inspirations and that passion, because of course Aries is the first of the zodiac signs. So you're taking that like initial step, but now what we're doing is we're really grounding it and we're bringing it into physical form, and bringing it down to earth. Yeah, giving birth to heaven on earth. That's what we're doing. So I'm really seeing that around me, and it's a really beautiful thing. So I'm wondering how that's all affecting you. As always, I would love to hear from you in the comments. So yeah, welcome back if you've been to my channel before, and welcome if you're new. And let's see. So we're going to take a nice deep inhalation so that we can activate our own intuition. So you will know if the message is for you because it will give you those goosebumps, which anyone that knows me, I call them truth bumps. And that truth, it's that truth of resonance to who you really are. So when you get the goosebumps or the shivers or whatever you want to call it, it's the truth bumps, and it's telling you whatever it is true for you. It's your energy resonating. And that's why it's really important to acknowledge. And it's the same with our excitement and our joy, and that expanded feeling that we get. That's also our higher self telling us that whatever we're doing, thinking, whoever we're with or whatever is for us. It's in resonance with us, and to do more of it. Okay, three cards have come out. They're face down. So let's dive in and see what the cards have to say. I love the Nine of Pentacles. To me, the Nine of Pentacles is she's Lady Muck because she is swanning around her garden. She's playing with her animals. Okay, we've got the bird here. She's enjoying what she's wearing, and she's just enjoying her life, basically. Now, she is a sign of independence. That does not mean that she has to be single, but she's independent. She's a sign of freedom. And I'm seeing this a lot around me as well in the readings that I'm doing. Some people are like asking about their relationships, and actually, what's happening is it's not that relationships, not all relationships are over. Obviously, with this energy coming in, some people, there are relationships obviously ending, but for a lot of people, it's about shifting the relationships to like a different level. And it's a level whereby there is more freedom for obviously both parties, which obviously comes with more trust, more love, more unconditional love, more understanding, more giving and more receiving. So there is a kind of a greater independence based on your freedom, but still with that beautiful support, that love and support that we all need. But it's the freedom. She's telling me that we need to be free, because we need to follow our hearts. And if you're in a relationship, it's all good. It doesn't mean the relationship's over. But what it means is that within that relationship, are you totally free to do what you want when you want? And I do not mean in a selfish way. I don't mean in a selfish way, like I'm going to do whatever I want and he or she can just lump it. No, we're not that kind of freedom. We're not in that paradigm anymore. That's the wrong, that's the ego, right? We're talking about, are you free to do the things that your soul wants you to do? Are you free to nurture your soul, however your soul wants to be nurtured? Have you got the time? Have you got the resources? Have you got the support to do the things that you want to do? Now, what she's doing with her money, because of course, Pentacles is typically money, although, as you know, if you've been watching me for a while, it also represents your time, your resources, and your energy. But she's got these three Pentacles here, which she's keeping for herself. She is not going to go without. There's a little message here also, a little connection with the Four of Pentacles, I think, which is about don't hold on too tightly. Saving a little bit is obviously good because, those things you need to buy and there's things that you need to spend your money on. But kind of like any energy wants to flow, whether it be emotional energy or the water cycle, or whether it be money. It wants to flow. Speculate to accumulate. That came up recently, didn't it? And she definitely does that. So she's not going without because she has everything she needs. Okay. But she's investing these pentacles. That means she's investing this time, this energy, these resources, and this money in herself. Maybe it's in her wardrobe because it makes her feel good to look good like that. Maybe it's in her garden. Maybe it's on her animals. Maybe she's going on retreat. Maybe she's spending it on going to concerts and going to the theatre and doing things that make her feel good. She might be spending it on healing modalities. She might be giving it to charity because that makes her feel good. She might be using this money to give herself some time off work so that she can take a few days off and go somewhere, I don't know, travel, see a new place, what have you, with or without her partner, right? But she has freedom and she understands the importance of investing this time, money, and energy in her. But yeah, she's definitely enjoying her life. She is putting enjoying her life top of her list. That's a really important point. She has put enjoying life at the top of her list because she understands that when she's enjoying her life and she's in that frequency of excitement and joy and harmony and peace and love, she knows that she can create anything she wants. But if she was in a place of restriction and in a state of contraction and people pleasing, she's not going to be able to create through her heart. She's not going to be able to create the life that she wants for herself and for the world around her, because she's obviously giving birth to heaven on earth as well. Wow, interesting one. Eight of Pentacles. I love it when we go consecutive cards, even though we're going, 9 to 8 rather than 8 to 9. It's the same thing. Eight, perfect. So lots of pentacles already. So this is lots of energy. Pentacles, of course, is an earth sign. We're just moving into Taurus. What did I say about Taurus? This is about bringing into physicality, bringing down to earth all the things that you've been doing, all the things you've been thinking about, all the things you've been dreaming about, all the things that you've been inspired about, all the things you've been passionate about. You're bringing it into material form. And when you do that, the universe is just going to give you everything you need to get yourself out there. You're going to have the clients, the people, the friends, the support, the financial backing, everything you need, the time, the energy. It's just everything falls into place. Now, this card, the Eight of Pentacles, I don't use the word work hard. He is typically a work hard, right? But I really need to point out that I think he's playing easy rather than working hard, because he is enjoying what he's doing. It's a really important point. He's completely engrossed in what he's doing. So this is like the hobby that has become the income. This is the hobby that has become the main abundance activity. So whereas you used to like read cards just for fun and just for your friends and family, now it can be a source of income. Maybe you used to just paint pictures for your own benefit, for the enjoyment of it. Now you can use it as an income. Maybe you practice yoga just for yourself, or dancing around the house, but now you can actually share it with others and create an income. This guy is saying to me, you can create an income from what it is that you love doing. And he's building on it, because a lot of people will go, yes, but I don't have enough clients, or I don't have enough experience, or I'm just not good enough for it, or I can't vision how it's going to happen. That's what a lot of people are going to say, right? But what he's doing is he's not worrying about any of that. He's just focusing on doing it. If someone had told me 5 years ago, 6 years ago, however long, that I was going to be making a living from reading tarot, I would never have believed it. I would never have believed it. So I just really want to let you know that whatever it is you love doing, whatever it is that you're really good at, whatever it is that you're engrossed in, can be a source of income. It can be a source of energy coming in, and that will include money, of course. But also I like the word prosperity, because it brings you so much joy. It brings you so much love and excitement that it raises your frequency and takes you to another level of consciousness. And your level of consciousness is your new currency. I know I've said it before, but I think it's really true. Your level of consciousness is your new currency. So, yeah, Pentacles. That's why Pentacles are so connected to your level of consciousness in my interpretation, because it is typically money and finance. But your money and your finances are connected to your level of consciousness. And very often, it's connected to releasing limiting beliefs around money, to do with lack and limitation. A lot of people just, want money for the sake of having money. But then you have to ask yourself, what is it you want the money for? If you want the money because you want freedom, she's already free. If you want the money because you want to feel secure and safe, well, those are energies, and they vibrate at a certain frequency. And if you can create that frequency and that feeling of security and safety within the cells of your body, then you will create that outside of you. So the freedom and the security that you're looking for, if you can create it within through trusting the universe, through understanding how the universe works, and understanding that it's your frequency that's moving you forward, then you can create your abundance outside of you, giving birth to heaven on earth, greater abundance for everybody, for everybody. But he is working on building on what he's already done. The point I want to make with that as well is get yourself out there, just start doing it, because the more he does it, the better he gets. That's what I want to say. The more he does it, the better he gets. And the more he's getting the energetic ball rolling. Energy wants to move in cycles. You've got to get that energetic ball rolling. You sometimes have to only take a little step, and then the universe will start bringing you what you need. So it's kind of like really important, really clear. Okay, and our last card this week, look, we've got the Two of Swords. This is what I was saying about um, this is fear. The moon represents subconscious fears, and she's in a dilemma because this is thinking. Swords is your mental processes, so it's your thought processes, and she can't see. And that's what I just said to you, isn't it? About we're not putting ourselves out there because we cannot see how it can happen. So I couldn't envision how I could, support myself by reading tarot. I mean, obviously, I do lots of other things as well, but I'm just using myself as an example. But there's loads of examples out there where you can't see how it's going to happen. But and that's this one, because she's stuck in the limitation, the lack and limitation. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to happen. I want a guarantee that it's going to happen before I give up the day job. I want a guarantee that it's going to happen before I do X, Y, Z. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. If you want a guarantee, it comes from trusting the universe. It comes from trusting yourself, right? And so taking this unknown path, because this is like the comfort zone, but it's actually not very comfortable anymore. And this is the new path. So yeah, she is in two minds about it, but there's a little bit of take a step, take the unknown, the path less traveled. I want to say the path less traveled. Yeah. Um, take that path because you wouldn't be watching this if you weren't wanting to change something, I think. You wouldn't even be thinking about the things that are holding you back. You must be aware that there's something holding you back with this card. That's what this card is saying to me, that you are aware of the things that are holding you back. And it's a leap of faith. It's a leap of faith. But when you understand how the universe works, it's easy to find that faith. I'm going to put a link in the description to my video on how we create our own reality, because when you understand that, it really helps you see that it's not about trusting the universe. It's about just being who you came here to be and trusting yourself. I trust myself completely. I trust in the process of life. I mean, life has always taken you somewhere better than you were, right? And even when you've had the upheavals, you've looked back and gone, oh yeah, I needed that. Because life is an energy as well. So the people that are standing still, and just doing the same thing all the time, that's kind of like stagnant energy. That's why people have midlife crisis. When people have a midlife crisis, it's because they've got themselves into that cycle and they're not fulfilling their soul's desires, even though, like on paper, they might be fulfilling all the programming that they've been given. Did you get a proper job? When I was traveling around the world, my mum used to always say to me, come home and get a proper job. And I was like, I've been working. But getting a proper job, get a house, get married, have a baby, all of these things. um, I mean, I'm not saying don't do those things, but all I'm saying is it's a programming that we've had, isn't it? And to just keep doing this. And I think it's really time to break that cycle, and to break out of it, because, what are you waiting for? We're going through a great awakening. And now is the time to really shine. Now is the time to really shine, isn't it? And to invest in you, and to do to create an income from your hobby. That's what this is saying. Can you create an income? Yes, you can, from your hobby, even if it's just pocket money in the beginning. even if it's just pocket money in the beginning. And it might not be money, it could be just people bringing you what you need. We do a lot of swapses in this area. There's a lot of healers in this area. So there's a lot of people doing swapses where, I'll do a reading for somebody and then I'll have a massage from them or something like that. So there's a lot of that going on as well, you see. It doesn't have to all be about money, does it? You can still get all the things you want and all the things you need just by being who you are and loving the process of life. Okay. And this side represents the direction that her soul wants her to go in. So she needs to say, I trust myself and I trust the process of life. I hope you trust yourself and I hope you trust the process of life this week. Have a fantastic week and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. I love you all and bye for now.